Here I'm is. Here I'm is. What do y'all think of that? I'm trying to figure out how to see me on the computer. Y'all are like, damn, man, we gotta go through this every week. Answer, yes, you do. Oh, there I am. Oh, sounds off and everything, man. I may have this licked. Now, let me see if I can figure out how to make it bigger where I can see. That's where we may lose everything. Okay, that didn't work. I don't know what to do, y'all. I see I'm on there though. I see I'm actually am live right here on Break On Through Tuesday night. And everything is all right and it is really out of sight. Man, as soon as I can get everything figured out here, I'll stop looking at the damn monitor. See, look, I can't even get the damn camera straight. All right, let's see. I'm on that delay. I can't tell where I'm at. All right, I think I got it right now. There we go. Now we're good. Oh yeah. Let's see. All right, I can see y'all on here, but I wish I could make this son of a bitch. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, now my damn video. Oh, there. Okay. Now we're good. Alan says it's the best part of Tuesday. I agree, Alan. It is the best part of Tuesday. I get to hang out with y'all for a little bit. Y'all get to hear me yak. There we got Flint Williams, Jim Earnhardt, and Flint. It is amazing that you would even say hail to the chief. I appreciate the sentiment, but you'll understand in a minute. Let's see. I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. First of all, would y'all like this? I got this in the mail today from Adam Neal, singer of the Hookers, bassist for Savage Master. What do you think of that? He sent me a lot of other stuff. I'll show you that too. But I was especially enamored with this, and I'm sure he sent it going, I know that some bitch are going to love this thing. Little Coleman did not appreciate it, by the way. So, there's that. Oh, we got Andrew Toth is in here with us tonight. There's Clinton Zilla. The gang is all here. Oh yeah, I got all kind of stuff to talk about. I got the 8-inch tall Shogun Godzilla from Super 7 today, and when I took it out of the package, the arm was broken. So I wrote them to see if there's anything I can do. I bet I'm going to be just shit out of luck. They say, we can't help you there, Hollis. A salute to all of you watching here or watching on the replay. A salute to the working class. Man, I don't know where to begin. Hey there, Brother Jim. Mark. I'm going to start with a plug for a new business that I am going to endorse. You can find them on Facebook. They are called Morbid prints. Now these are vinyl stickers, shiny vinyl, and they do the die cut thing, man, and the price is so good now. Look, here's another one of their stickers. It says, "We print your shit." I know these fellers and these gals, they will not be offended by anything you send, and they will not wag their finger at you if you do not fall within the accepted perimeters of what is punk. And that's something I'm going to talk about tonight. But check this out, man. That's good. I'm gonna move it back a little bit so you can see how big these are. They, you know, when I first saw them, I figured they were gonna be tiny, and I'd be giving them away. I would be giving away the long hair weirdo stickers with long hair weirdo releases. But going on sale at the anniversary show, we're gonna have this good thing right here. Look at that. What do you think of that cat? Go back, Jack. Do it again. That's all I can say. Let's see some hearts and some thumbs up and some whatever kind of emojis are available to us. Oh yeah, I know y'all like that. That's all right. Last week we were talking about the variants of some of the 7 inches, and I was going to talk about that again this week, continue. But I started looking through my box 7 inches, and I realized, man, I don't have a lot of our releases. There's a bunch of them I just don't have. And I'm looking at the monitor. It looks like my Wi-Fi is hanging up. If I lose you, I'll come back on somehow. But I was able to pull one thing out because I guess people have asked me before, what's one of your favorite record covers? And man, we've got so many records, and I can't possibly pick one. But I happened to see this, and I'm going to tell you right now that this is one of my favorites. One of my favorite records. Record covers we ever did. We did it with our buddies, the Flat Tires, from up around Hickory, North Carolina. And my brother screen printed these covers. And the reason I brought up Flint saying "Hail to the Chief" is because one of my favorite ANTiSEEN 7-inch record covers is "Hail to the Chief." What do y'all think of that? That is a beautiful cover. I don't care who you are, where you are, when you are. That is art. 100% pure art. Should be hanging in a museum. Look at the back cover. Look at that great damn Gabba Gabba Hey Y'all. That's awesome. I don't care who you are. But that's one of my favorite covers. And that's why I thought it was odd, Flint, that you even said "Hail to the Chief." He says he's psychic. I'm starting to believe it. I believe it. Boy, the celebs are dropping like flies this week, aren't they? Gary Wright, Jimmy Buffett, guy from Smash Mouth. Well, it's a fact of life, and that is death. That's coming for each and every one of us. You cannot escape it. You cannot run from it. Still is a little sad, though, when it just comes out of nowhere, it seems. But, you know, some of these guys, like, you know, some of my favorite people, Adrian Street and Terry Funk passed away this week. But, you know, they're up in their upper 80s, man, and not I'm saying, well, you deserve to die, but I'm saying, you know, that's a damn good run, man. It's like, God, I know so many of us that never even made it to 50. And your old pal JC is going to hit 60 this year. Can you dig that? I'm going to pull something from... I'm going to copy my bandmate's podcast that Talks Tune. And I'm going to show you some mail I got today. I was telling you about Adam Neal sending me some good stuff. Look at these. I have Mask of the Devil by Savage Master, but look at this vinyl on this thing, man. Is that not incredible? That's like lava lamp orange vinyl. I'm very impressed with that. Thank you so much, Adam. Now, you sent me a few other records here. Man, he sent me this one. You see that ring wear and all? I was looking like this. I was like, man, this must be a group he wants me to hear or something, you know? Like, he had some spare copies of it. And he sent me one. And I looked at the date. It was like 2023. And I was like, oh, okay. They meant to do that. Well, that's very clever. I like that. It is a 12-inch EP with my main Adam, rock and roll outlaw Neal on lead vocals. I don't think I know any of these other fellers on this record, but I am looking forward to listening to it. Adam, thank you. It's called Dragon's Kiss. The Last Survivors. And he also sent me a record. Now, I read one of his posts about this. This is something he had something to do with. And I know this is a reissue. Because, Adam, man, I used to have this on a 7-inch. Or maybe it wasn't this particular record, but I had a 7-inch by this outfit called Lullaby. It was a gray 7-inch with this artwork on the cover. But now Adam has sent me a 12-inch reissue of it. I'm sure if once I start reading the liner notes, it will all be explained to me in full. But thank you, Adam, for sending me all this good shite, along with a Planet of the Apes Statue of Liberty figure that does some amazing stuff, and this, of course. You may see this a lot on Break On Through. So go ahead and get ready and get used to it. Now I got... Oh, that's the box I got from Adam Neal right there. I'll be reusing that one. Okay. I got something from a record label. I have not opened it yet. I'm going to open it for the first time right here live on Break On Through. It's from Ruined Records in Wilmington, North Carolina. I have no idea what this is. Now, the thing I tend to do, and I don't like doing it, when I get a parcel like this and I have no idea what it is, I start imagining. What the hell could it be? What if someone at Ruined Records knows what a big Rose Tattoo fan I am, and they sent me a like limited Australian tour edition like live single or something, or a live 12-inch single. What if it's a collection? This is from Wilmington. Maybe it's a collection of old 60s and 70s soul and R&B tracks, a compilation. And Rose Tattoo or old North Carolina soul. I am getting really excited about what could possibly be in this box. Alright, so, okay. Here goes the big reveal. Oh, man. Whew. It turns out it is a Mad Brother Ward and the Abrasives 12-inch LP. Man, when I saw this guy, it kind of startled me, as you could see. I thought it was some kind of North Carolina black metal band or something, and they were trying to be real spooky and scary. Well, they achieved that. That's for damn sure. Oh, I know these guys. I know all them guys. Good guys. I've heard this record is the second coming of Nevermind the Bullets, is what I've heard about it. Well, I'm going to find out one of these days here. So I'm going to listen to it. And even if I like it, I'm going to tell my brother Ward I hate it. Thank you, Ruined Records, for sending me the new Mad Brother Ward 12-inch LP. Speaking of Mad Brother Ward, he will be performing live with us the Obstinate lineup. Actually, no, it won't be the Obstinate lineup. We got one piece of dead weight that won't even be there, so it'll be the lineup prior to the Ultra lineup. It will be the lineup that when Malcolm Tent joined us in an emergency, and he just ended up staying for 5 years. Of myself, Sir Barry Hannibal, Malcolm Tent, and Russ Ward. He's going to perform. We're going to get that lineup back together. We're getting the band back together at the anniversary show, September 30th, at Ground Zero, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Can y'all dig that? There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I got a lot of stuff to tell you about what's going on. I am going to do a little commentary tonight because there's some stuff been going on social media that just kind of gripes my ass. Shocker, huh? Okay. But before we get into that, I'm going to tell you some stuff that's going to happen at the anniversary show. You've heard me talk about it. I'm going to go over it in detail. The doors for the club will open at 6 o'clock, and at 6 you can walk right in and you will see the Ultra lineup. You will see Mad Brother Ward, Doug Knipe, Steve Sadler, Tom O'Keefe, Greg Clayton, Trent McNeil, and Doug Throgmorton. All former ANTiSEEN members will be sitting right there, and we will sign from 6 o'clock until 7:45. And we'll sign everything you bring. We'll sign everything you buy. Now, unfortunately, we can only have that short of time, 6 to 7:45. That's an hour and 45 minutes. We've got to allow the 15 minutes for the show to start promptly at 8 p.m. with Sweet Georgia Brown. He will play from 8 probably until 8:30. At 8:45, you will be thrilled by the sights and the sounds of Joe Buck Yourself. He will play from 9 until 9:45, and then at 10 o'clock, the undisputed 40-year world heavyweight champions of rock and roll will take the stage, playing a marathon set that you have never, ever, never, ever, ever seen or heard in your life. And within that context, we will be performing with the old lineups, along with a super heavy helping, double, triple fuzz dose of the Ultra lineup. And I know, I mean, it's 40 years, we're playing 40 songs. Can you dig that? 40 songs. Now, you know, I know you think, well, damn, I can't sit there and listen to ANTiSEEN for 40 songs straight in a row. Man, you know, we're not going to preach to you. We're not going to tell you how to live. We're there to entertain you, and you will be entertained. Can you dig it? I mean, you're going to see all these lineups, man. It's going to roll. It's going to roll like a clock, man. It's going to be perfectly timed. It will be fast moving. You won't have time to go, damn, we only like 15 songs into this. You won't have time for that. You'll be thinking, well, damn, how many songs are we into this? And you realize it's 37. Okay. And is it going to be a historical set starting from the earliest? No. Is it going to be the complete ANTiSEEN greatest hits set? No. We're not trying to give you a history lesson, because we are the walking, talking history lesson. What we're going to do is we're going to make a set that is fun and exciting, with quite a few surprises thrown in there for good measure, man. You ain't going to believe it. And, man, there's so many things going on that I wish I could tell you, but man, I don't want to spoil any surprises. But I will tell you what when you come in for the meet and greet from 6 to 7:45, 6 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. All those members I just named, all sitting at one long table. You walk in, you bring your stuff, we will sign and shake hands. Now, a lot of people like to say, hey, man, let's get a picture of that. We cannot do that during the signing, because when we have these things, man, some people bring a lot of stuff, like a bunch. And we have to, and we're going to sign it all. We're going to sign every piece. Every piece that somebody brings, we're going to sign it. Whatever you buy from the merch stand that the First Lady will be running, we will sign it right then and there. But I'm going to tell you something. Our regular merch guy, Mondo Braswell, now he's going to be a man about town, a man of many hats, a man of many duties that evening. He's going to be working the stage. He's going to be working backstage. But prior to it, there will be a special table set up where we will be selling at. Now, a lot of times you hear me go, I ain't selling this stuff at bargain basement prices. But these we will be selling at bargain basement prices, because I'm telling you right now, I want them gone. Man, I've got posters from shows going back 20 years. And we are going to sell these posters ranging from the price from $5 to $10 each, just to get rid of them. And you'll have the opportunity to get those members that played at those shows to sign it right there at the meet and greet. And if you're just like, well, you know, you hold on to them and it'll be something, you know what, you hold on to them. I've held on to them for 20 years. Some of them only 10 years. But they're going to be sold. And here's the deal now. When you buy from Mondo Braswell and they get these posters, cash only. Oh, yeah. Now, you buy from the First Lady, and you buy all the good shit we got out there. Now, you can use your card there, but when you buy these posters, man, it's cash only. We want them gone. Get them out. Buy as many as you want. I don't care if you buy them at what we got them for, and you sell them for 5 times more at your store or at your punk rock flea market. I don't give a damn. You do what you got to do, son. But that's going to happen. And you say, well, damn, Jeff Clayton, when the hell are we supposed to get a picture with the band and shit? Man, we're going to have a special station set up for that after the show. And I imagine Mondo Braswell will probably be running that. I don't know if I just told him that right here for the first time. But yeah, he's probably going to be doing that. And we're going to have our old banner the one, shit, I don't even remember what year this would have been, man. Probably, man, we may have had this back in the Blood of Freaks times, like in 88, 87, 88. We call it Big Red because it's a big gigantic piece of red vinyl. And we taped off the word ANTiSEEN with masking tape. First we drew it and we measured it, drew it. It looked pretty damn good. I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff today, but I had it back then. And we just spray painted the whole thing. And man, we haven't done any repair. We may have taped a little bit on the back to keep it from splitting all over the place. And I know we reused it during one of the Confederacy of Scum Super shows where we painted a big emblem for the COS that looked like the old NWO logo. We painted that on the back of it because we didn't have another banner that was that big. But we're gonna have that set up. We're gonna tape it to the wall, have some lights in there, and man, anyone that can come and get your pictures made with one of us, two of us, all of us. I don't know how long the rest of the lineup will stay at the end. You know, the rest of the old lineups will stay at the end of the night, but they'll be walking around during the show too. You know, and during Joe Buck and Sweet Georgia Brown, so you can get your pictures made then too. And I know you might be thinking, well, damn, you think how high yourself people want to get signed shit and pictures, but it's the truth. It happens at all our shows. So we're making special allowances for all that because we want to accommodate. Can y'all dig accommodations? Man, I got more stuff to talk about as far as what's going to be available to you at the thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do my commentary for tonight. Let me tell you what's getting me irked on social media. These memes. And I've seen one where it's a punk girl, looks like Veronica, a punk Veronica from Archie Comics. And she's pointing up at this board with all these wonderful words, these ISTs and phobes and all this, saying, you can't be punk if you are, let's see what they have. What do they have? Racist, homophobic, transphobic, some other words. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And then you got the other end of the spectrum going, I can't believe that punk rockers, you know, are bending over and spreading cheeks for the government. Now, which, you know, I'm going to tell you what, I can't believe that either. But you know what? It is what it is. What is done has been done. And I have a feeling that soon those battle lines are going to be clearly drawn out once again. But the point I'm trying to make is, one of the things I liked about punk rock, being a small town, working class kid, one of the things I liked about punk rock is the lack of rules and the lack of confines. When we used to go see bands in the 80s, like starting around 80, 81, all the way up until we were a fairly decent draw in our own city on our own, in the 90s, in the early 90s. The thing I admired the most is we would go to the Milestone every weekend. That was just what you did. And who was the band? Well, we don't know. We don't know who it was. Just go see a band. And man, we always had fun. I mean, sometimes the bands would suck. Yeah, of course. But that had nothing to do with the genre of music they were playing or the message. It just means they weren't very skilled at getting across to you what they want. I mean, or maybe it just didn't. Maybe they were excellent at it, but it just didn't appeal. But that's neither here nor there. The fact is, it was a lot of different groups playing a lot of different stuff in a lot of different ways with a lot of different looks, a lot of different sounds, and we welcomed it all. And we didn't need a guidebook to tell us what is punk and what's not. Matter of fact, I was talking to somebody. I did a podcast last week, a local podcast here in town, and whenever I find out when it's going to air, I will be sure to make sure you get the information. But he was telling me that recently, like probably a week before, that some guys that I don't forget where he said he was, but they called him a poser. And I looked at him, I said, someone still uses that word? Like, God. Man, if you're over 35 or 40 and you're still going to punk rock shows, I mean, chances are you're more than likely not a poser. I mean, is there even posers anymore? What are you posing for? Are young people posers? I don't care. I really don't give a damn. Like Clinton Zillage says, he's heard the Velvet Underground referred as punk and the Sex Pistols referred to as punk. Man, we used to go see bands like the Insect Surfers, Last Sacrifice, the Stimulators, Black Market Baby. You know, they'd all come through town. We'd go see Crucial Truth. And you know, if you... I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, you know what? I have seen what punk rock has become and what it is now. And there's a guidebook and there's a set of rules, and you must stay within those rules or you will not be considered punk rock. But see, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give all you people out there that go around and police punk rock that term, keep it. Because it is nothing, not one bit, even close to what attracted me and drew me into that stuff in the first place. So don't call us punk rock anymore. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Matter of fact, you want to be a little bit more blunt? Fuck punk rock. What's the matter? I don't have on the uniform. I don't think the way you think. And, like, who makes up the rules? Who makes up the rules? Is it the ones who screech the loudest? Is it the ones who, if they don't agree with you, to burn down your club or some kind of shit like that? Is it the ones who get on the phone and threaten people over the phone, but not to their face? Yeah, you know what? Y'all go ahead and be punk rock. Do all your oh hey ho. Do it. Fuck it. ANTiSEEN no longer has anything to do with punk rock. Now, I still like the stuff that I call punk rock. But as far as us, not interested. Keep it. Go police other bands. You know what we are? We're a rock and roll band. Rock and roll! Who check two? Go out and spread the news. You know what? We're too good for the label punk rock. I can't believe that movie. I just said, I'm going to say it again. We're too good for that label. So all you know what? This is a battle that you assholes have won. You can have punk rock. Keep it. And have your little boards with your list of stuff that you better not say and you better not do. And this list over here that you better not believe. Well, your rule book, your lists, your checklists means nothing to me. Not that it ever did. Which is why we had the name ANTiSEEN. A clever misspelling of ANTISEEN. Because even back then, back in 1983 and before that, we could see what was going on. It's kind of like when groups of like-minded people get together and one of them decides, we need to have a compound or a commune. Well, that's when you start asking for trouble, because someone's going to want to rule it. That's human nature. Just like when punk rock got so big. And then the little factions in this town. I mean, it's like it used to be everybody just showed up, man. Everybody had their own style of doing things. Everybody had their own way of dancing. Everybody had their own way of getting into the show. And nobody wagged fingers and policed. But when that started happening, man, it happened big. But now, hey man, go ahead, police, wag, yell, scream. Don't care. Not part of it. Doesn't pertain to me. Doesn't pertain to ANTiSEEN, the world's greatest rock and roll band. Well, that's my thoughts for tonight. Is everybody happy? I am. I'm not mad. Well, I started getting a little more. I started getting a little passionate about it. People sometimes mistake that for me being angry. I'm not. I'm just telling you what it is. Keep it. So, oh yeah, I'm going to tell you something. Man, I still got a few of the Radiation Sunburst vinyl still available. Now, I'm taking some with us to the 40th anniversary show. And I have just a few left up here in stock. But you know, if you order one and stock goes low, I'm going to pull from the boxes before I take them up. Matter of fact, the Big Cartel store will be in operation all the way up until a couple days before. And then I'm going to start hiding some of the stuff because I don't want someone from New Zealand to order it. And we sell it all at the anniversary show, and I don't have it anymore. But I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of new stuff in the Big Cartel store, and you won't be seeing the same old thing for a while. Hey, you know the music's great on this, but look at this beautiful, suitable for framing inner gatefold. You gotta watch the monitor so I can make sure I show it right, man. That would look good in anybody's living room. With lights on it. Maybe some nice scented candles burning on either side of it. Yeah. It'd be awesome. And we will also have this, and I still have some in stock. The Here to Ruin Your Groove Deluxe Edition 2 record set. Man, probably the most ambitious packaging job we have ever done. There is a vinyl sticker, printed inner sleeves, a poster, and a CD of the entire album. Man, what the hell else could you ask for than that? Not much. But, well, there's my opinion. There's me talking about records. There's my infomercial. What I will say now is be sure to tune in tomorrow for a little Tint Talks Tunes on Malcolm Tint's Facebook page at 7 p.m. And as always, I appreciate all of you coming and hanging out with me a little bit tonight. And I would just like for you all to have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And the countdown is on to the 40-year anniversary show. September 30th at Ground Zero, Spartanburg, South Carolina, with special guests Sweet Georgia Brown and Joe Buck Yourself. Meet and greet from 6 to 7:45. So, I hope to see a lot of you there. I know a lot of you cannot make it. And, well, that's too bad. But if you're watching here with me live, or you're watching tonight on a replay, or during the week, while you're out in the warehouse, while you're driving the truck, driving the car around, man, I appreciate you tuning in and listening to what I got to say. I really cannot tell you how much I love you guys. So, that being said, tune in right here next week as we break on through.